Guys, this is day 2 of Home Gym Con. I am so excited. We have a ton of content coming your way. We are going to hit a couple different things. I mean, Coop, if you saw his video, he hit a lot of strength stuff. We're gonna focus on cardio recovery and then a couple comparisons that I really want to show you. I got to walk around while Coop was shooting yesterday and kind of do my own thing. So there's a couple things that I am so excited for you to see. So let's go.
The Fringe boot.
Yep. Yep.
This might be my favorite thing I've seen.
Peace! I thought we were gonna do it together.
Okay. All right. This has been Lindsay with Garage Gym Reviews.
Peace!
Obviously, they have some competitions happening, which is actually a really cool component to home gym. Creates a lot of community. The strongman competition happened yesterday, and those guys were like so strong. So that's a side note, but let's go see some really badass equipment. Okay, so Colin with Stepr.
Yep.
How long have you been here?
With
Stepr.
With Stepr?
Yeah.
This year.
This year?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Yep. So what is some of the stuff that you would say you have to show me? We've done a review on the Stepr, which I think is amazing. This is something I haven't tested out.
Yep.
So walk me through a couple of these things.
I'll walk you through like the whole line and kind of understand what's going on. So this is our new performance line of equipment. So not just stair climbing, we're getting into a lot more stuff now.
Yeah.
The big difference for this whole unit is the VPR technology. So, if we take off and look under the hood, the fan blades on all of these.
Okay.
The big difference is that we can now have these rotate, which means, instead of having air resistance, which is really, for most people and most athletes,
what they're used to.
Yeah, what they like to use.
Yeah, okay.
And it's a preferred training.
Sure.
But the one problem we always have is you don't get gears.
Okay.
You can't change how it feels.
Okay.
An air bike will always feel like an air
same,
bike
for sure.
at every RPM.
Even if you change the damper setting, it's still going to feel very similar.
Yeah, you can change the airflow a little bit, but that's very minor. So to give an example, the best way to feel it out is the air bike. Just because most people have a concept of it.
Sure.
So if you want to just jump on it to get a sense of it. So,
and like 2 handles.
Yeah,
what was the thought behind that?
There's a lot of ergonomics to make this easy and accessible to use for a variety of heights. So if you jump on this seat, if that's a little short, what you can do also is you can lift it up and it'll just pop up without you having to adjust anything else.
No, this is good.
But if it's perfect,
and the seat is super comfortable.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. So if you just start going on it, you'll feel at the lowest gear, it's much easier than a traditional air bike.
No, it feels like it almost powers, it's like once I get going, it like kind of carries itself.
Yeah, it has momentum to it to help you kind of drive. And so at the lowest, so a lot of times with air bikes, people often say to us, I just don't want to ride it for 60 minutes.
Sure.
I don't want to do a long cardio on it. So we can have that adjustment to make it best fit you.
Okay.
And then if you stop for just a second, I can move it to...
And this is how you change...
Yeah, so this is just changing where the fan is shaped.
Okay.
So on gear 4, this is probably going to feel more like most air bikes that people are used to in terms of resistance level.
That actually is such a difference.
Yeah, it's a huge difference.
This feels like an assault.
Yes, it feels exactly kind of like what you would expect most air bikes to feel like.
Okay.
And then that's 4 out of 10, and then we can go all the way to 10.
Let's go to 10.
And they're going to be about 3 times the level of resistance that you'd be normally expecting from an air bike.
Oh,
yeah. So it's a lot.
That's crazy because it feels like a typical air bike with added resistance.
Yes.
That's amazing.
So it opens up options. Maybe you want to go fast without a ton of resistance at the low end, or just flesh out your system and go.
Yeah.
Or maybe you want to have a high power output, but you don't want to go fast.
Awesome.
So you can have it go up. It just gives options.
I love all the metrics on the screen.
Yeah.
Super easy to see. Pace, distance, RPMs, calories. Really cool.
Yes. So,
this is amazing. I love this. I do want to try the rower.
Okay, yeah, definitely. So one thing for the rower, normally don't row without this on, because it will getting hit by that fan would not be good. But it'll be fine as long as we don't step in your way.
Okay. And this is interesting how this comes out.
Yeah. So just we have it on the lowest setting now, so it'll feel much lower than even like a traditional rower at a low damper setting.
Okay.
It'll feel a lot lower than that right here.
Wow. It almost like pulls itself at this part.
Yeah. It has a good pull back.
Okay.
And then if you stop, just be careful for that. Then if you stop, I'll move it up to 4. This might feel more like
and
a regular
when he's
row.
pushing it, it just shows you automatically on the screen what gear you're in, which is really nice.
Yeah, it's gears 1 through 10.
Okay.
So now there's gonna be a little bit more.
This feels more like what a typical air bike feels like at this setting.
Exactly. So this will feel like a more normal rower. And then again, you can move it to whatever level that makes sense for you with what you like or what you want to get out of your training.
All right.
But at a 10, again, it's going to be a significant difference in terms of how much
pull,
resistance. Yeah.
That initial pull. Very cool.
Yeah.
And what is like cost point on rower and bike?
So the entire range is all the same price. Right now we have the MSRP at $2,499.
Okay.
So it's a big price increase, but the other big thing too for these is they all are commercially built. We've tested it for like over a year. They are not gonna like fall apart.
It just feels so smooth. Okay. And
this is just like a skier.
Is this the same thing?
Similar, yeah, exactly the same thing. So you're gonna have that light range of resistance. The other big difference, so I think
this is a big platform.
This whole thing is much bigger than a regular skier.
Yeah.
So much wider. You're not gonna have any issues with like having your feet feel cramped.
Is it heavy?
It's heavier.
Heavier, okay.
It's not hard to move.
It's not like a treadmill.
No.
Okay.
No, it's heavier, but it's not a.
And you guys have a nice cup holder here, which is
there
smart.
You go.
Love that.
Yes.
All right.
So you can you want to feel that out on the lower end.
All right, that feels nice.
Go to 4. So you kind of have to wait for the fan to slow down a little bit before moving it, because you're moving a fan while it's generating power.
Sure.
But is it on 4?
7.
7? Okay, let's go down to like 5 or 4. That'll feel more in line with.
No, there's such a big difference than like a regular.
And then at 10, it's like, it's gonna be.
Okay.
It's gonna.
We'll see.
Yeah, there's a lot of power you can be generating on that thing. So.
That's great. I don't know how like to explain to y'all that it feels like a typical air machine with resistance.
Yes.
It's wild.
We're just adding gears to air.
I really like this.
Yeah, and it is really, that's like the big thing of getting it out here, because you have to feel it. Because once you feel it, it's like an instant like,
for sure.
I get it.
And are all these out now?
They are going to be, they're out for pre-order, but they are going to be available in September. Like they'll be sent in shipping in September.
Shipping and sent in September.
Yep.
Available for pre-order now.
Yes.
Okay.
And then this
and
is
then
the
last
other
one.
Yeah, so this is the tread sled. You want to go around on this. So it's a manual tread. So right now it's on free run mode.
Okay.
So if you walk or run, it's gonna work as a traditional kind of manual treadmill.
Okay. It feels like heavier.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. And this is for?
I'll show you that in a second.
Okay.
In a second.
All
so then if you don't, when you want to do sled mode, you just engage the fan.
Okay.
And now that one will control the resistance of the fan. So now it's like on a sled mode. So if you want to put your hands here to do a sled, you're gonna get that drive. Now, there are other tread sleds, but they're using magnetic resistance, which is great. This is much bigger than magnetic resistance.
I have tested a lot of sled treads.
Yes.
The resistance is always almost there.
Yes.
This is there.
That's our lowest resistance.
Okay, well I'm gonna stop at our lowest resistance.
Yes.
That's wild.
Yes, it is significantly more. So, you're never gonna replace the feeling of a sled perfectly. It's never gonna be the case. But in terms of convenience for people training for high rocks or whatever, and they don't have room,
100%.
we want to try to make it as good as possible. This one is going to be much more close to resembling an actual sled experience.
That's so much more resistance.
Yes.
Okay, and I'm on the lowest resistance.
You want to try that? You can try. I think you might be able to do it. You don't have to.
He has so much more confidence in me than I have in myself right now.
do your best effort.
Should have brought a hair tie. Okay.
Let's see.
Oh my God. That is crazy.
Yeah.
That, I did it.
You did it. You got it moving. You got it moving.
I got it moving for 5 seconds. Okay, last component of this.
So then right here, we just move that up if you want.
Okay.
And you can do reverse walking.
Oh,
so you can lean back against it.
Hold on to these handlebars.
Yep.
Just like an added little comfort.
Yep, so you can get that
And
training
you can kind of push to give more.
Yep. You can push with your back, lean back. You can add resistance, lower it to whatever you want.
That's cool.
And yeah, so just an extra, since it's there,
guys,
it makes it convenient.
Well done.
Yes.
This stuff is sick.
Yeah.
Very cool. Thank you so much for taking the time. Hopefully we'll get to review more in depth in the future.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Yes, thanks.
This is Matt with RitFit.
Hi guys.
First thing we have to show you, pink rack.
Yeah, let's
because
go see
I
it.
wore my pink shirt. I saw it yesterday and I said, let's represent.
All right.
Let's represent RitFit today.
Let's go see it. Yeah, so this is the M1, and essentially we have it in pink, black, and red. This is our basic entry rack that we basically, provide to every customer. Sure. We just added a lat pull down extension to it. Okay. You have the all aluminum cables, pulleys for your cable crossovers. The Smith machine is all attached to it. We have plenty of storage on the back. But essentially, women in general, they love this rack.
Right.
Yeah. So
throw like a rep pink Colorado bar on this. You have a whole vibe in the gym.
Yeah. Did you see our leopard
plates?
Yeah.
The leopard bumper plates.
Yeah.
This is for somebody who's serious about Barbie.
Yeah. It's my wife. She came here with us. She said, "I'm taking those home."
You know, there's a Barbie convention happening
there
right
is.
now. We need to bring those ladies in here.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Okay. So, is there anything different about these bumper plates?
Yeah. So on these ones right here, specifically the pink ones. There's some grip around the rim of here, so that way, just easier to carry because you have obviously the rubber coating is a little slippery.
Sure.
So essentially, it just makes it easier to carry. We talked about women in pink, right? So for women that have nails, this one is designed to where when it's sitting on the floor, you have room to get your hand underneath.
You guys think of everything.
Right? Yeah, you get your hand underneath, so that way,
just
these
easier
are so
to pick up.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. Okay. This feels so good.
Yeah.
I had this texturing on it and the different grip options. This feels really, really nice.
Yeah.
And this is all plate loaded, right?
So no, we have the we have the weight stacks over here on the side.
Here. Okay.
Yeah. So one cool thing about what we offer is essentially you have the opportunity to add additional weight to the weight stacks, right? So you could add 2 45-pound weight plates to each stack.
So how much is that weight stack now?
130 pounds.
2 to 1?
It's 2 to 1.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a prototype for a M1 2 to 1 and 1 to 1 attachment that we could add on.
That you can add on to.
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah. So I think that's going to be huge. That doesn't really exist in the 2x2 rack space.
What is your guys' biggest seller right now?
M1.
M1.
Yeah, for
okay.
Sure.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Matt. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
All right. We'll see ya.
See you.
Okay, we are here with Rachel, my friend.
Yes.
We met.
Look at us.
We're so excited to be here, finally meet. She works with Rep, and the one thing I have to see from Rep is the treadmill.
Ooh.
A lot of you in the comments have been asking, when is this coming out? How does it feel? Have you tested it yet? So today we're gonna do all of that. So let's go see it.
Let's do it.
All right, okay. So anything different? Obviously this is a sled tread.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sled and free runner.
Sled and free runner. So what kind of sets this one different? What did you try and do differently than other models that you guys have probably seen and tested?
Well, we completely disconnect the resistance system from the treadmill when it's in run mode.
Okay.
So we can have absolutely no resistance while you're running, kind of like the other treadmills.
Sure.
And then when you pull the lever back, it engages a clutch that engages the resistance system. So now you get the belt drag and the magnetic resistance.
Okay.
So you can go from walking up a hill feeling to a 400-pound sled push.
Oh, is that what it's supposed to mimic, is 400-pound sled push?
That's what we're targeting.
Okay, all right, so if I just hit this lever, this is just walking mode?
This is like walking up a hill.
Okay.
If you want it, this is like a slight resistance.
Okay.
And then if you go all the way back, it's like a 400-pound sled push.
All right, let's see. Oh God, okay.
And we have the handlebars here, so yeah, you can lots of different
handles.
handlebar
The best
positions.
play, Lindsay, is to stick your head through
Like this, here we go. Oh, I actually feel like a high rocks person now.
Yeah.
I'm doing it legit now. Okay, most sled treads do not offer that type of resistance.
Right.
That's massive.
Yep.
Okay, so then if you just want to do like free run mode.
Yep, then you push the button and push the handle all the way forward.
All the way forward. Oh!
Now that's like your normal.
Dude, this feels really nice.
Nice.
Okay.
And we also have an adjustable incline angle on it back here. So some treadmills have it kind of like a neutral, like level position, and some have a little bit like a 3-degree angle to it. We didn't want to pick the wrong angle, so we gave you the option to do either one. So you grab the handle back here and you lift, and now you're kind of at that neutral, so it's better for like walking and jogging.
Okay.
And then if you put it back down, it's better for like running. It wants to move faster on you.
Okay. Whoa, that moves so fast. I'm genuinely shocked at how well it feels on the run. What, like just moving along, the belt's like easily gliding over, and then how much resistance you have on the sled.
That's disconnecting that clutch, the resistance completely.
It's like totally here, totally here. Most of them are kind of you meet in the middle where the running component's okay, the sled component's okay, but neither are done very well.
It's because they can't disconnect the clutch.
Guys, this one,
I'll take one.
This one is good. So everybody who has been asking, when is this coming out?
November, December this year.
Pre-order?
Do you know?
When it's in the warehouse.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Okay, so they're gonna let me know when this is available. Everybody in the comment has been asking, when is this coming out? You know, how does it feel? So I'm excited for everybody to get their hands on this. This is really cool.
Me too.
Job well done, guys.
Thanks.
I really appreciate it. So Rep also has protein, and you're coming out with a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
so what is it?
Purist is the name of our supplement branch.
Okay.
So right now we have the nutrition bar, we have the whey protein isolate, but later at the end of this year, we're gonna be having a 20-gram protein bar, gains. And then we should be having some other products come out down the line, like some creatine, other good stuff like that. So down.
And whey protein isolate, so good for those with the sensitive tummies.
Yes, and grass-fed.
And tastes good.
Good
are
ingredients.
Are you allowed to say if it tastes bad?
Am I allowed to?
Would you
Not
say?
contractually. They're like, you can only say it tastes okay.
So is it okay
No,
or is it good?
Okay. It mixes well. It's kind of like no chunks whatsoever. So that's going down.
That's
like
what we
water.
like to hear.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Nobody wants a protein chunk in their mouth.
No.
Disgusting.
No.
Okay, I want to try one of the bars.
Okay,
Tell me which one.
So there's honey peanut butter and chocolate. I'm gonna give you my favorite.
Honey peanut butter. Say no more.
Peanut butter.
Say no more.
So I hope you're not allergic to peanuts or cinnamon.
We're gonna find out.
But that's the one.
Okay, and the macros on this, so 200 calories, 8 grams of fat, 27 carbohydrates, and then 10 grams of protein.
But the good stuff is the ingredients. This is high quality
It's high
stuff.
quality. Let's see
flip
here.
that over.
Oh yeah. So you have organic oats, organic honey, organic peanut butter, organic protein blend,
and this
salt,
one is
cinnamon, chia
plant-based protein.
seeds. Okay, plant-based
So
protein.
you have the almond and pea protein in there.
Right, okay. Which really, this is almost good for like pre-workout because you have those little bit of carbs in there as well.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like we can go back and forth with if people want higher fat or not pre-workout. So.
I actually like higher fat.
Yeah? Okay. Well, then
I'm
there
at
you
like
go.
100 grams of fat a day right
No
now.
kidding.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Then this is right up your alley.
Right up my alley. All right. No. That's delicious.
Yes? Thumbs up?
That's not just okay.
That one's
That's
good.
good.
Yes.
That one's good.
All right.
I approve. Stamp of approval
Lindsay
on
approved.
this flavor. So this is Purist.
Yes.
Awesome. All right.
yeah.
Let's go check out the leg extension.
All right, let's do it.
All right. So is this new?
This is not even out yet, Lindsay.
Not even out
Yes.
yet. All right, walk me through it.
All right, so it is the leg extension leg curl attachment. So it'll attach to probably 3 of our different benches. This is our Nighthawk bench, our newest bench.
Yeah, dude, the Nighthawk bench.
Yes. It's
so
awesome,
good.
right?
No, it's so good.
I know, that's probably my favorite one. It's like super light, but like stable, and the
padding.
Yes. So this whole contraption gets on here, and in my opinion, leg curl leg extension in a garage gym is really tough to replicate
100%.
Without having that piece of equipment.
Without having that specific machine.
Yes.
The resistance profile tends to just not be there throughout the movement.
I have not been able to like find the best alternative besides the real thing.
Sure.
So something like this is something that I'm super excited about because I'm like, heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
Sign me up, you know what I mean? So if you sit on here, you'll be able to put your legs in. It does have some weight. Let me take one of these off. Yeah.
It's the whole way through.
Yes.
There's no part that feels like
any slack.
It's slacking, or even at the bottom. A lot of the times I find at the bottom, it just swings back down unless you're intentionally. No, this like holds the tension and the weight the whole time.
So you saw there that we put a plate on, so obviously you can have it plate loaded. There's also a way to attach to a cable.
So you could use a weight stack.
You could use a weight stack. You can also add resistance bands. It has spots down there that you can put resistance bands
So if you have like the quads and you need to
just load it up.
You have all these
all
options.
Of it.
I am good with this weight.
Yeah.
I can do more. All right, let's try the extension.
All right, so it's gonna be on your stomach. I need to move this down a bit. And then you're gonna curl up. Let me know if that weight's okay.
Woo!
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Right? It's pretty smooth.
That's so smooth.
And it's getting good tension throughout most of the movement, which is awesome too.
And the other thing that I like is when a lot of the times with other like leg extensions or leg curls, at the top, the weight tends to just fall over. I had it at my butt and it still had that tension to pull back.
I know.
This is very cool. The padding is really nice on it and comfortable. The movement feels consistent. You can attach it.
It's legit.
Do you know when this one comes out?
Hopefully by the end of the year.
End of the year, okay. So be on the lookout if you are looking for a good leg curl leg extension.
There you go.
Awesome.
That's the one.
All right, dude. So happy to see you. Okay, guys, we are here at Saunabox. You all know that I love Saunabox. We are here with Joey. He's gonna walk us through 2 of their models. We have tested this one before, which I love, but I kind of want to get your thoughts, more information about it, and then talk about maybe any upcoming products that you guys have, or any like inside scoop stuff you can give us.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. So right here we have our flagship model. This is the Smart Steam Kit Pro. It's perfect for, we recommend one person, right? But if you're standing up, you could make a tight squeeze with you and a loved one if that's what you want. All of our materials are BPA free, we're microplastics free, we are third-party lab tested numerous times. All of those studies are public on our website. And this is what got us our start, right? This is what everyone first familiarized ourselves. This is our first shoot right here. You can see, things have changed a little bit. We had the white steamer back in the day. It's shifted to black now. And so this is what I like to call my baby. It's what I started the company with, alongside the founders. And, I just hold a lot of really great memories in this one.
What does the heat go up to?
So it goes to about 130 degrees Fahrenheit with near 100% humidity. So the conversion on that is about, I would say like 170 to 180 degrees.
So if somebody's like just getting into like a steam type sauna, what's kind of like this prescribed, like how often should you do it? How many times a week? How long should you stay in it? Like what's kind of the protocol?
Yeah, so it definitely depends on the person and what kind of lifestyle you lead. But I like to say, listen to your body, but 10 to 20 minutes per day is kind of standard across all studies that have been done.
Okay.
Someone like me or Matt over there, it's about 30 minutes a day.
Sure.
But obviously we've built that tolerance up.
Okay.
And then we do have the Saunabox Go, which you've reviewed.
I love.
Yeah.
No, this one's great.
So the difference in the two, right? This is obviously one person, takes about 10 to 15 minutes to set up. This one here sets up in, I like to say like 2 minutes, conservatively.
Because you have this like pop out design.
Correct.
So you just like pop it.
Boom.
It's done.
Yeah, exactly.
So I love that.
Yeah, and so obviously it comes with 2 chairs. You and a loved one can go in there. The main premise behind this was really everyone asking like, hey, I'd love to go in with my wife, my husband, my best friend, whatever.
That's what I tested it with my best friend. I had her come in. We both have 4 kids, and so we spent 30 minutes kid-free talking. I was like, this actually was great. This was my favorite.
Yeah, your little wellness oasis. The kind of kicker that I love about both is that you can put essential oils into the steam diffuser on the inside, make it an aromatic experience. And the Go is the same thing, BPA free, microplastics free, third-party lab tested. I don't know if you can see back there, we just did launch our wooden infrared model that's called the Solara. You don't need an electrician to come by your house, you just plug and play. Medical grade red light and infrared technology embedded into it.
And is that out yet?
It's available for pre-order right now, and orders are shipping early next month. So
and what's
early
the
July.
temperature range on the infrared?
It's about 150 degrees Fahrenheit.
150 degrees,
Yeah.
Awesome. And the interior, what is it, cedar?
Cedar.
Okay,
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's beautiful. We spent, you know, as soon as we launched these 2, everyone was like, we need to get a wooden one, like make a wooden one. So we wanted to do it right. We spent probably more time than we should have on the design aspect, but we're super happy with it.
Red light, infrared. I'm super excited to test that one out.
I can't wait to see what you think.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Hope you guys enjoyed GymCon.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
See ya.
All right, I'm here with Andrew from Bells of Steel. You know, if you watch my reviews, how much I love Bells of Steel. The Hydra Rack was the first rack I ever had. That thing is a beast.
That's awesome.
Withstood the test of time.
Yeah.
The one thing I haven't tested here, I mean, there's a couple things, but the thing that caught my eye, the stair stepper. So talk to me about that.
So yeah, our Sbasium Stepr. This is a new product of ours. It is a fully manual stepper. Probably my favorite part about it is its size. So it doesn't take up a lot of space, and for the price point, you're getting a lot for like literally the size of our Blitz bike, pretty much.
Sure.
So it's got your resistance here.
Okay. How many levels?
6.
6.
6 levels, but we're going from high resistance, which means it's easier, to we're sprinting.
Okay.
So it's got everything in between from super heavy, you kind of have to push it, to it's a full-on like sprint climb.
Okay.
This is your brake, so when you're on it, you will hold the brake, and then the machine goes.
Okay.
Once you let go of the brake,
and basically you step up like this.
Step up, but the machine is off until you grab the brake.
Can I just step on it?
It's completely good to go.
So it's off.
It's completely off.
Grab the
so
brake.
you can step on now.
Okay.
Now you can grab the brake, and it will very slowly go.
And you're holding the brake the whole time?
Yep.
Okay. So this is just...
That's full resistance.
Full resistance.
Full resistance. As you want to go and go a little faster,
yeah.
we can crank this, and it loosens that tension.
Okay.
And then you can go into a full step.
Yeah, let's go. Hit it all the way. Is it the way?
No, I'm not going to push you on all the way because it's like literally a sprint.
A sprint?
It's a sprint.
No, this is already going quite fast.
Yeah.
And it's so quiet.
It's very quiet. Love how compact it is. You can put your phone up top. Yeah, pretty simple piece.
And then if you let go of the brake, it stops.
It stops.
Whoa.
You're done.
It stops really. This is super smooth.
Yeah.
Really quiet,
Yeah.
simple.
Yep.
Do you know the cost point on this?
$3,000.
$3,000.
And we have them in stock.
Okay.
Yeah, $3,000, and you're getting something that's not super big, not gonna take up a ton of space, and doesn't have any motors. It's all magnetic resistance.
Okay.
So it's super easy to work on, and nothing's really gonna wear out.
Okay, very cool.
Yeah.
I also want to look at your 3x3.
Cool.
Let's go see that.
Cool. The 3x3, you wanna do your Hydro series, or you wanna look at the new tower? Or both?
Both. Let's do both.
Okay, the 3x3, this is your series, the Hydro. We have the Kraken, which is our full-on functional trainer attached to it. We've got 2 different sides that we were demoing here. And you can do it however you want. You can do one side, you can do plate loaded, you can do pin stack.
You can build it all basically how you want.
The whole series is like a giant erector set.
Okay.
Build it how you want. Height, width, depth, anything.
Okay.
We have the Smith attached to it with your BYOB version. So this is our bar that we put in here.
Okay.
And we also have a version that has a bar that comes with it. With our like super universal joint here, you can attach this to like pretty much anything.
Any rack, yeah.
Pretty much any rack. As long as it has a foot stability and it's not over, like, it has to be at least 84 inches or taller. Anything short, you'd have to go on the outside. But you can flip the brackets. You can use 1 inch. Very versatile for whatever rack you want to use. But then our Kraken system comes up through the top. This can be a 6-post or a 4-post, it doesn't matter. And you can attach it to your rack, or you can add on to it. And then it attaches out to the front, and now you've got a functional trainer full setup.
Full set.
Low row, high row. You got pop pins that just move up and down. We've got our Kaizen attachment on it.
Yeah.
So you can be at 2-to-1.
Okay.
Or 1-to-1, whatever you prefer, which is pretty unique for this piece.
That is really cool.
Yeah. So
how easy that is. What? Okay.
You can choose between them.
That's awesome.
So whatever's on the stack, you're at half or full, whichever you prefer.
Yeah. And it's on both sides.
It's on both sides.
That's very
cool.
cool.
You can go 1-to-1 or 2-to-1. The reason we did that was when these move together a lot, they can get like you know, binded up here. So we just made it so it's simpler, so both move independently.
Sure.
And then on our new version, we have what's called swivel shackles. So on this, if I rotate the cable, you're actually rotating the cable.
Okay.
On the swivel shackle, you're just moving the shackle. So the cables won't bind like we've seen in the past.
And they won't stick at all.
Won't stick.
Yeah, very cool. I want to see how the Smith machine feels.
Perfect. I'll move. This is our new adjustable bench. This is a drop-in, or not adjustable, a drop-in bench.
Drop-in bench.
And this it can be all sorts of different bench combos, but yeah, super smooth on the Smith. It is a full bar. So it's a little bit heavier.
Okay. It's super smooth.
Super smooth, yeah.
And it feels like a bar.
Yeah, it's a bar.
And this, because a lot of people want a Smith machine, they already have a rack.
Right.
You just put this on.
100%.
Very cool. I love that. I want to feel how the pulleys feel.
Yeah, go for it. This side has weight on it. That one doesn't, so it's not gonna feel like anything.
Okay.
So maybe run this side.
Sure.
This is our 2-to-1 adapter that we used to use, but now we'll have this plus the swivel shackle.
Okay.
So here's a 1-to-1, or here's a 2-to-1 right here.
Okay.
And you can adjust it wherever you want as far as height.
Oh, that moves really nice.
Yeah.
All right. Let's just see. Super smooth.
Should be extremely smooth.
Really smooth, and this
the
handle,
knurled,
the knurled handle. And it feels
bearings.
like, I don't know what the width is on this, but it feels so comfortable.
Yes. Yeah.
Most of the time you have handle attachments like this, it feels smaller in your hand.
Right.
And I have small hands, so that's saying something.
Right, right.
This is like,
A lot of the plastic ones are really small.
right.
It's like an actual knurled handle.
Yeah, this
And
is
it has
great.
bearings in it too, so when you do like any sort of rotation movement,
Okay.
it's gonna rotate and not get that weird squeak that
Yeah.
you get from a lot of like old single handles that are all metal.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
this is great. What is like the entry level cost point?
I say roughly $1,000 a side. If you're doing pin stack, it's a little bit more, but it's like that $1,000 price point. You can go a little bit less, like the $600 to $700 range with the plate loaded. But when I saw them in the showroom, it's like $1,000, $1,500 a side, depending on all the things.
Sure, and then you can always add on, which we tend to do, and build it out.
You can go as big as you want with it.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much, Andrew. I appreciate it.
Hey,
all right.
welcome.
Hey guys, I see Adam, nicknamed Thor, just standing over here. This hammer is taunting him. Let's go see if he can pick it up. Hey Adam, let's see you pick it up. Oh! Guys, that was too easy. Get this guy a bigger hammer. The real Thor for you people. Not even a chance. Not even gonna happen at all.
Yeah, I think it's 137.
Oh, right.
Try that one by both.
Both hands? What is this? But it feels different than picking up.
I know. It's
like why?
I can't tell you. It's not.
Oh God, it's not punching. I'm gonna blame being tired from yesterday, not get enough protein yesterday. Give me a day to recover. Come back and crush it. Okay guys, I am here. Of course I had to stop by the Aviron booth. I mean, I wouldn't be Lindsay at Garage Gym Reviews if I did not come and see my beloved Aviron team. I love your guys' stuff.
You have good reviews too. We love it.
Oh, I really appreciate that. That's awesome. So I want to just go ahead, walk through. Some of it I've seen, some of it I haven't.
Sure.
So just wherever you want to start.
Where do you think we should start, like high level?
Yeah, let's go high level.
All right, high level. Really what Aviron is about is fitness entertainment. So rather than the typical live class model, we're using variety and addictive fitness programs to create really positive workout habits. Really what we're known for is gaming.
Yep.
We create all of our games in-house, but we also have live classes, virtual programs, really something for everyone.
Really, my kids love coming in to the warehouse with me, and they always fight over who gets to row for the games. So I'm like, great, if that's what they're fighting over, like that's fine,
That's
I'll take that.
For sure.
Awesome.
And we started with the rowing machine, obviously. That's sort of what we're known for. And then we've introduced, as you know, you do a lot of our reviews, the bike, the treadmill, and then sort of an iPad model for the rower as well.
One of my favorite things about the treadmill is its low step-up height.
Yep.
I don't know why that feels like such a big feature in my mind, but it's just so unique, and you can just step up no problem.
That's right. Yep.
Okay, so tell us, I know I've done a review on this, but give us kind of the breakdown on the treadmill.
Sure. So treadmill, commercial grade steel frame. You already mentioned the low step-up height. So typically the step-up heights on traditional treadmills might be 2 to 3 times higher.
Yep.
So super low, 4 inches off the ground. We also have what's called the cloud stride. So we have 6 shock absorbers right underneath the slat here.
Yeah.
So that adds, I guess, comfort for running. And then what we have here is our gaming pad. So you'll be able to progress through the games by toggling your incline or speed. And then we have sort of walk, jog, run. And that allows you to progress through the gameplay pretty seamlessly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can I go ahead, just step on it?
Absolutely not,
okay.
no.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
Just kidding. All right.
What would you like to play?
I don't know. Let's see here.
It's up to you.
You pick for me.
Okay. So I'll pick a game. Do you like games?
Yeah.
All right. So this game, what you're going to do, it's a fishing game.
Okay, the one thing I am not good at.
I'm terrible. I'm terrible too, all right. So it's called Fishing Frenzy.
Okay.
It's essentially trying to catch fish and reel them up.
Okay.
And you're going to reel them up by increasing your output.
Okay.
But you're going to control your lure through
By
the
that,
incline and decline, which is right here. Sorry.
I'm terrible at this.
Okay. So the idea is to catch a fish, and the whole idea is to forget that you're working out.
Okay. You might have to walk me through if I'm just not catching any fish.
I will. So hands here, these are your
Okay.
toggle switches. And you're going to control the lure on the left side.
Okay.
And you want to almost time it.
Okay.
So we'll go to the bottom.
And then catch like this?
Yeah, you can go down again.
Okay, oh, okay, I see.
Maybe not the best one to demo because it's
No, it's literally not you guys, it's me.
So you can stop it. Just
Okay, like
press
this?
down, yep. And then, you're going to get one actually.
Oh,
There
no.
you go.
Oh,
Almost.
I was so close. Okay, but really, the thing is, with this, is you're kind of forgetting you're walking right now.
Exactly, yeah.
And I am clearly very good at this. I might need more practice, but it really does distract you from the fact that I'm just walking along.
Exactly.
And also, this is just so comfortable to walk on.
Right.
I don't know how else to explain it. You would think with a low step-up height, it'd feel harder because it's so close to the ground.
Right.
No, it's just a very comfortable, smooth walk.
Absolutely, yeah. It's really
Running feels the same.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It'll go up to 12 and a half miles per hour, 3.5 continuous horsepower, and the whole idea is again to forget that you're working out and build really positive workout habits.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's great. I love this treadmill, guys. This is one of my favorite treadmills, especially if you're looking for programming. I do have a video review on it, so check that out if you want more details. Okay, let's walk through the bike real quick.
Yep. So
now, am I remembering this wrong? This seat feels different.
This is our cloud seat.
Okay.
Yep. So we use that for, obviously, for trade shows. That's an accessory you can add on.
Okay.
So commercial grade steel frame. When Aviron builds any product, doesn't matter what it is, we always lean in with quality and accessibility. So
Sure.
you'll notice a very low step through.
Sure.
We have 10 adjustment points from the seat, from the handlebars, and as well as the screen.
Okay.
One thing to mention, we did partner with Les Mills.
Les Mills, I just saw that. Very cool. So offering more programming now.
Correct. That's
Very
right.
cool.
Is there something you wanted to try, Lindsay?
Let's do a coached class.
Okay.
Just show you a quick little clip of what that is like.
Sure. You can adjust your resistance here.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm getting chalk all over.
No, you're
I
good.
tried to pick up a weight. It didn't go well.
So here you go. So we have coach classes. We also have classes with Les Mills, but this is one of the classes that you can use.
And the sound bar is so nice. I
Right.
know it's super loud in here,
Yeah.
but that's one thing I really like about it is really clear audio as you're like watching it.
Right.
And the bike feels so smooth.
Yes, it's chain driven. It's also
I was
free
gonna
will.
say, it feels different than a belt drive.
Right.
Like you have a little bit of kind of tension,
Right.
even at this lower resistance.
Right.
But it moves along really, really smoothly.
Exactly. Yeah, we wanted to combine sort of the look and feel of a road bike, and because we use electromagnetic resistance, and our wattage goes up to 1500, which is best in class. We needed a chain for that extra
For that
torque.
extra torque.
That's right.
This is great. This feels really nice. Low intensity. And I know that you guys can't hear it, but the classes on Aviron, like obviously the gaming is super fun, but the classes are really well done too. And you can kind of filter through 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes,
That's right.
depending on how much. You can even choose like, I want a higher intensity, or I want hills, or I want this. So a lot of options within the programming.
Exactly. And the recorded classes, so you can sort of use them at your own discretion,
Yeah.
fit it in throughout the day.
Yeah, great. And what's the monthly membership cost?
So we actually changed that recently. We're offering a 20-year parts warranty, which is best in class. So the unlimited warranty will be $34 a month
Okay.
if you're paying annually, or $29 a month as well.
That's a good price point.
It is, yeah.
That's
Very
very
good.
competitive.
It is,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Last thing, let's do this row real quick.
Sure. Want me to help you?
Okay. I love the higher seat on this.
Yep.
Really great for people who have any sort of like mobility issues. Older people, obviously, rowing is so good in general.
Yep. Do you want some help?
But I got
Okay.
All right. Somebody's phone's here, so I hope that's okay.
That's okay.
Okay. Velcro straps, adjustable foot sizes. Foot sizes, I'm assuming, go to probably a men's what?
It's like a women's 6 to a men's 12.
Okay,
Yep.
great. And this one is the iPad Connect, so you can download Aviron app,
Correct.
connect to your iPad. I'm guessing cheaper cost point than the one that comes with the screen.
Lower cost point, the Strong Series, which is our premium model, retails for about $22.99. This is around $50.99 when it's not on sale.
Great.
Yep.
All right, and we're just gonna go ahead and go with what's on this. This is a magnetic resistance.
Correct.
And it is so smooth.
Yes.
So smooth. And how high does the resistance go on this one?
So the resistance goes, there's 16 levels, goes up to about 100 pounds.
Okay.
You can actually toggle the resistance on the
Just like
handlebars
this.
that's there. And it's gonna just connect through Bluetooth.
All right. That's actually really nice because then you don't have to mess with the screen.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Handlebars, super comfortable. All of the Aviron machines continually impress me. I know I've got to test a lot of them. I always like coming back and testing them again
You
because
guys have been great.
they're just so smooth.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing I can say.
Right.
Comfortable and smooth and fun.
Agreed.
Awesome.
Well said, Lindsay.
Well, they pay me the big bucks, so I really appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
Can't wait to see more of what you guys send us, you come out with.
For sure.
Love Aviron, so
You guys are the best. We love you too.
awesome. Nice
Thanks
meeting
so much.
you.
Likewise.
Yeah. Okay, guys, I am here with Elliot, who I got to meet last night, randomly at Old Spaghetti Factory. Such a fun time. He is the creator of Eclipse. Tell us kind of how this idea came about, how it started.
Yeah, absolutely. So basically, it was during COVID. I had to train in my dad's basement with a barbell and a few plates.
Okay.
And I had to train for my tennis season with no gym and, well, whatever my dad had and no tennis courts. So I had to find a way to mimic what I find in an athletic gym at home. And there was nothing really on the market that optimized what I had. It was just buying more, and I was broke. I couldn't afford anything. So I was like, all right, well, how do I optimize what I have and try to make machines out of what I have already? And so I knew about adjustable dumbbells through the athletic gym at my university in St. Louis. And I was like, all right, well, I can't have adjustable dumbbells and plates at the same time. So let's try and see if I can use the adjustable dumbbells to mimic a plate. So that's the first reason the Euclid was born. And then I was like, all right, well, what else are we doing with plates that we can't do with dumbbells yet? And everything had to do with attaching it to a carabiner.
Sure.
And then from there, I was like, all right, I'm not actually optimizing the dumbbell, I'm optimizing the handle of the dumbbell. I was like, all right, well, what else has a handle, a barbell, and then anything circular, like a pin, for example. And that's where all like the kind of ideas came from.
Okay.
Do you want me to show you like the different ideas?
I want to see everything.
So there's 5 main use cases to the Eclipse, and I have them like displayed to the max here.
Okay, so here over here.
So the first one is being able to turn any circular object like a pipe, a bar into a landmine, so you can set it to any height and adjust it horizontally any way you want.
Okay.
The second one, and this is in order of how our customers use them.
Okay.
So second one is landmine rows, just being able to have a full range of motion and all the joint mobility you want, like this.
Okay. Let me give that a try.
You want to give it a try?
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, these are heavy.
The small handles? Yeah. I mean.
But the knurling on it is so nice.
Yeah, we try to make
grippy.
We try to make a premium like barbell feel on a handle. I can go through it after if you want as well.
Okay.
Yep.
That functions so well.
It's good, no?
That's good.
Real simple.
Really simple. Okay, love that.
Yeah, this is the third one's the reason. This is how Coop use it. I think he basically. Oh, sorry. Let me get that from you.
Here you go.
Thank you. This is for weighted calisthenics. So any weighted pull-ups, dips, even belt squats.
Okay.
Instead of having to wrap a chain around a plate, what you can do is you can attach the U-clip directly to your to your belt, like this.
Okay.
And then scoop up the dumbbell and go straight into your working set. So a lot of people that do weighted calisthenics like it for that.
That's awesome.
And then the last one is just to turn in any landmine into a belt squat. So a lot of our female customers like this.
Okay.
Essentially, you can also adapt the range of motion that you want using the belt increments.
Okay.
Let me show you. And my favorite setup is this one. So essentially, you'll have a U-clip upside down. I don't know if you can see it.
This over here, Wyatt.
Behind. So you set the U-clip upside down here, and then you'll wrap the chain around the U-clip.
Okay.
Like so. And then here, to adjust the range of motion, you can pick the increment of the chain here. So let's say I pick this one, for example. Attach it to the belt. And then you got the belt squat here. So here, for example, I won't be able to go very far down, but if I want to get more range of motion, all I got to do is pick an increment that's lower.
Okay.
And then I'll be able to go a little lower, like this.
Nice.
So yeah. Those are the 5 ways to use them. Yeah, what's your favorite way to use it?
I'm gonna do a weighted pull-up.
Weighted pull-up?
Yeah, let's try it.
I don't think we have an adjust. I don't know how to adjust this.
Oh, just adjust, bro. Okay, forget it.
So you gotta be real strong.
I'm not that strong. Let me try hack squat. Let me try a belt squat.
All right, cool. Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I could even adjust it a little bit more.
You can, yeah. It just depends on your preference, really.
This is a great alternative.
It's really simple, yeah. It's just the simplest.
What's cost point? What's like, what are you selling the Eclipse for?
They're $40, and then yeah, it's $30 for a dip belt. So I think it's the cheapest way to get a DIY belt squat at home.
100%.
Yeah.
This is actually, I am so impressed with people who can like come up with this kind of stuff. My brain does not function like that.
I mean, it took me a long time. If you spend a long time thinking about it, you probably would think about it at one point.
Okay, give me 20 years. No, Elliot, this is great.
Appreciate
Go
it.
check out Eclipse. Website is what?
Eclipse.co.
Eclipse.com.
.co. CO.
.co.
Yeah, we couldn't get the .com one.
Okay, Eclipse.co.
Yeah.
Elliot, you've been great.
I appreciate it. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much for showing me everything.
Well, thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Good luck with everything.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Appreciate it.
So I have your older version of the leg press hack squat.
Okay.
Absolute favorite.
Good.
I'm obsessed with this thing. But now this is updated. I need to know everything new, so walk me through it.
Perfect. So one of the things that we changed in the new model is we elongated the handles to make it easier for people to adjust when you're releasing and locking it in. So these are longer by probably about 6 inches to make it a little bit more comfortable for the normal everyday use, right? Other than that, we've also gone, and it's just little details where we added another lock mechanism to make it more sturdy, both on the calf attachment as well as the foot plate.
Okay.
And those are some of the big changes. It's really, we don't really want to change too much because it's already so good. So there's really not much to do when we've already done all of the previous.
Can we set it up for leg press and let
Absolutely.
me try it?
So it's very simple. We're just gonna take this off.
Okay.
We have storage for it here, but we're using leg press, so we're gonna leave it at this angle.
Okay.
Then we're just gonna
Take off the pad.
Take
Super
off the
smart.
pad.
Yeah.
Put it in place. We're gonna stick our hand underneath, pop the pin, and bring it down.
Nice. Okay.
And that's it.
Okay.
You have 45s.
Yeah.
Got it good?
Yeah.
Now, when you go to release, on both ends, bring them in, push up,
and then
you
push
release.
up just like this. All right. That's so smooth.
Really smooth.
Really good depth down here. Yeah. And then just locking back into place like that.
That's it.
Super easy. No, I mean, like I said, the model I have is so good. I don't know what I would even change about it. And this feels just as good.
Just as good.
Just as good. And what's the cost point on this one?
This is $25.95.
Okay, out now?
Out now. I have them in stock.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much. This is one, if you have a home gym, you want to do that style training, I'm always pointing people towards. Like, it's just, some fall short, this one doesn't.
This one doesn't.
This one doesn't. Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for stopping by.
All right, good to see you. Okay, I ended that too soon because I forgot I wanted to see their adjustable dumbbells. You know I am a big fan of adjustable dumbbells. I've tested a bunch. I have not tested these, so we're gonna learn all about them. All right, tell me everything about them. First off, my initial impressions is they look very cool.
Thank you.
I love the design of them.
So these are the Bolt revolvers. They go up to 91 pounds, so pretty heavy.
Okay, what's the starting weight?
Starting weight is going to be 8 pounds.
Okay, in increments of what?
3 pounds.
Really?
Yeah, so you can get really tight in there.
You see the surprise on my face? Like, that's insane.
Super insane.
Okay, cool. And then it's just this like twist.
Twist and pull.
Pull. All right. Okay, let's see here. 15s. 15.4, 15.4. These are so balanced.
You're not gonna have a lot of shake with them, which is
No.
nice.
And The other thing that I really like about them is the flat bottom design. So when you're like sitting down to do like shoulder whatever, it's not gonna like hurt your leg. It feels like a typical dumbbell. Now what about like dropping them?
So everything is CNC metal, which is, and it's steel, so it's not casted. So because you have a precision cut, they're a little bit more forgiving when it comes to drops. They're not
recommended.
You're not, you don't, please don't be out here throwing it.
We're no crossfitting, dropping weights overhead.
But they are a lot more forgivable for that reason. We already thought about that. Can you drop them? Absolutely. Are they intended for it? No, like all dumbbells, right?
Sure, yeah. And then it's just basically a metal rod that comes out, steel rod.
So this is all metal too.
Okay.
The plates are all CNC metal as well.
Very
So that's what gives you that nice tight precision versus it being casted.
These are really, really cool.
I'm glad you like them.
What's the cost point on them?
So these are going to be $795 with
Going
free
up
shipping.
To 90?
Yes, ma'am. So what's your shipping address?
Yeah, how about you just send them? I'm just gonna actually, after the show, be like, all right, he said I can take them. See you guys. These are great. These are awesome. Very well done.
Thank you.
I cannot wait to see what you guys have in store in the future. Everything I've tested and seen has just continued to get better and better. So awesome job, guys.
Thank you so much.
All right, I'm for real done, except for Thor is gonna pick up the dumbbell.
Go for it. Do your thing.
This is what we make him do. Is we go, all right, Thor, pick it up. 350. Dang. 2 hands. Hey, 2 hands. Nice job. Okay, so I just realized in the middle of touring all the equipment, my friend Ashley is competing in Olympic weightlifting. So we just want to go encourage her and say hi real quick. Guys, she is so strong. I can't wait to see what she does.
Say watch your step, but welcome to the Fringe booth.
Fringe was the first bar I ever had, the W2.
Oh my goodness.
Probably 5 years ago, maybe.
Awesome.
Still in my garage, still use it all the time.
I love it.
And I've been a big fan since then, so I'm so excited to meet you.
I could tell you were a woman of discriminating taste.
That's right. Only the classiest for me.
100%.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right, so tell us anything new that you have, what people should be on the lookout for, maybe what your favorite thing that you have here is. Walk us through it.
Yeah, absolutely. So my favorite thing in the booth right now is you.
Stop.
But let's talk steel, right?
Yeah, okay.
Let's talk iron. Let's talk all the fun stuff. So what we did today is we brought a bunch of our prototypes and things that are almost there to launch.
Okay.
So let's start with some of the exciting things.
That's what I want to see.
All right. So the first thing is right here. We've got a rack-mounted Smith machine.
I see this.
And in keeping with the Fringe ethos of play nice with everyone, we're trying to do open ecosystem, not the closed ecosystem.
Very cool.
And so on the mounting points, we're mounting to basically any rack out there.
That's amazing.
Yep.
So you don't, obviously we want you to buy a Fringe rack. You don't have to have a Fringe rack in order to get the Smith machine.
Exactly.
function.
So the way I look at it is we make the best racks,
okay.
but we understand that everybody's got a history.
Sure.
So if you've made some mistakes in your past,
they're forgiving.
exactly.
We're not going to hold it against you.
You bought a rack from somebody else. That's okay. We got it.
Okay.
Everybody's been around the block a time or two, but we can help you now.
Yeah.
So first of all, the Smith machine will mount to almost any rack out there.
Okay.
It'll also mount, right now we have it on the outside of a rack,
Okay.
but you could also mount it on the inside.
So if you want to go ahead and still do J-cups or anything like that, mount on the inside, you can still use it. Okay.
So while we are mounting to an upright, we're not taking up the upright completely. There's still a gap between the upright and the post or the rail here, and that will allow accessories to mount.
Okay.
Additionally, you see that we've got a seam here.
Yeah.
So there are different heights that you could mount it on. So right now we have it mounted on the outside of a rack, but you could easily mount it on the inside as well.
Right. And does that basically, how does that adjust?
So it's not adjustable, let's say, on the fly, but just when you assemble it.
Okay.
And you can get different lengths up to, you know, whatever your rack needs. Also, we call this the BYOB, the Bob, because you're bringing your own barbell.
Okay.
So one of the things that we've seen,
cool.
So one of the things we've seen with Smith machines out there is they might get the rail perfect, they might get the bearings in here perfect, but then they go and put the crappiest bar that you've ever seen on there because they're spending their time thinking about the rail, the bearings, things like that.
Yeah.
We believe that you can pick a better bar than the designer can.
W2.
There you go.
W2.
Exactly. So that's the very first thing with the Smith machine.
Okay.
And it's still nice and buttery smooth.
Yeah.
So additionally, we're utilizing our mag pins for the stops for the Smith machine.
Okay.
So a lot of Smith machines that you'll use, they have these built-in stops all the way up and down.
Some sort of like safety measure all the way,
But ours are going off of our mag pins, which one is just kind of cool, but two, gives you a lot of adjustability, and again, is not taking up all of the slots on your rack. So that's one thing that's very awesome that I'm excited about. Now let's go over here to our lateral raise.
Yeah, I love lateral raises, so this is exciting.
Exactly. So we call this the dragonfly because it's got some nice little wings going there on the side. And a couple of nice things with the lateral raise that we're doing here is we've got a couple of different points for you to put your weight.
Okay.
Because the deal is it can change the resistance curve.
Okay.
When you're doing the exercises, depending on where you put that weight. So we give you a couple of different options there. We also have a couple of expansion options. We're threaded in here, so if you wanted to, in the future, expand something off here, make it longer, attach it to a cable system, that sort of thing. And then we've got another eye bolt down there. We've also made it very easy to adjust. So we've got a tensioner right here on this side that holds it tight to the rack. And then if you want to adjust it, we've got this mag pin that pops out here. And I'm not going to take it fully off because we've got a little bit of weight loaded on it, but you can just pop it off and then you move it up the rack, down the rack, or you can even take it off the rack because we don't want to grab that one upright and just take it out of commission if you want to do other things on the rack.
So you can do like front raises, lateral raises, you know.
That's correct, go for it.
I mean, little tall for me right now, but that's okay. And I like that these can come out like easier on the wrist. Super smooth, resistance is there the whole time. Easy to adjust. For me, I would adjust it lower so I can get that
so
full.
Typically you should be getting it at shoulder height. So it's a little bit tall.
A little bit tall for me.
That's, exactly.
It's okay.
We can get a bench, we can get a stool, you can stand on something.
No, really, even just like it's super smooth right here. Good resistance throughout the movement. Love it. Very cool. All right, anything else?
Yeah, we got lots of other stuff. You can just cut out whatever you don't like.
No, it's great.
All right, so over here, we've got our Mammoth belt squat. So the Mammoth, everybody really loves. To be honest, I wasn't the biggest fan of belt squats before we worked with Kyle. Sorry?
I'm not.
Okay, well.
So you might have to really sell me on this, Peter.
Maybe we can make you a believer.
Okay.
So this Mammoth that we have here is fully tricked out. We're working with Matt Porter on this handle system here. So this handle actually articulates around. So you can put it wherever you'd like. Let's just put it here for the moment. Pop it through there. And so I'll squat for a moment. I'll be holding onto the handle here. It also has these dual weight horns. And one of the things that we do with our Mammoth is we're getting the weight as close to the lifter's body as possible and as far away from this upright as possible. So what a lot of people say about these lever arm style belt squats is that they say that they get pulled forward towards the upright. The reason they're getting pulled forward towards the upright is because the lever arm is actually quite short.
Yeah.
So the shorter the lever arm, the more you're going to get pulled towards it. The longer the lever arm, the more you're going to be able to get a real proper natural squat position. We also here have our swan neck attachment, which allows it to go out at an angle, and it's locked open right now, it gives you 360 degrees of movement.
Okay.
So, let me pop into this real quick here. So you can see here, we've got the 360, now you wouldn't be dancing around in it like I'm doing right now, but we got this 360 degree movement. You pop that kickstand up, and then you've got that handle, and the handle is actually coming pretty close to me right now, so you can actually pull it out and you can adjust it to be a little bit lower if you wanted to do so.
All right, I gotta try it.
All right.
Real test.
Yeah, and get that belt. Yeah, there you go, right up above your hips. And then you're gonna just stand up, clear the ground.
Pull that up.
And then like down and up.
Ooh,
get it.
This is so interesting.
Yeah.
I can get like full depth on it.
Exactly.
That's not typical for me with belt squats.
We think about these things, you know what I mean?
All right. I'll consider.
I love it.
No, this is good. This is really nice. And I love, there you go, kickstand. I like that it moves around with you. All right. I like it. That's cool.
Awesome. Do you want to keep going?
Yes.
All right. So this is our Dane 2.
Okay.
So we went with our squat rack with the functional trainer integrated.
Yeah.
A couple of the nice things about the Dane 2 is that we have a 1-to-1 resistance.
Okay.
So if it says 10 pounds
it's
on
10
there,
pounds.
you're pulling 10 pounds.
Yeah.
Now, what a lot of people say about 1-to-1 resistance is they say, oh, well, the cable's not going to be long enough. So what we did there is we went with extra narrow height plates to create additional length here to get you more range of motion.
Okay.
What they also say is the cable pull's not going to be smooth. So what we did there is we went with upgraded pulleys with bearings inside them.
Okay.
And then what they also say about it, oh shoot, now I'm forgetting my pattern on the third thing. But we'll move on from that. So this is the Dane 2.
Okay.
But a new product is what we call here the Drew. So typically with the Dane 2, if you're going to be doing a lat pull down, what you're going to do is you're going to pop this up as high as it goes, and then you would have the seat down here, and then you would do the lat pull down.
Right.
Now, if you are ideal male height, like I am, 5'9".
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Perfect.
Ideal.
I love it.
Okay.
But if you happen to be freakishly tall, which is to say anything above 5'9",
right.
you know, it can be a little unwieldy because you have to set the seat quite low.
Yeah.
So what we came up with here is what we call the Drew.
Okay.
And the reason we call it the Drew is because we work with someone who is freakishly tall, and his name is Drew.
So he should feel so honored.
He should.
He has a whole product named after him.
Yeah, Drew, this is for you, baby. So, and let me see. I don't have a proper lat pull down handle here, but oops, I'll just use this.
Okay, so, that's wild.
So it moves it so that you've got
full
a straight up
extension.
and down and then full ROM.
Wow.
Yeah, obviously we don't have a ton of weight on it right now, but yeah, that's the Drew.
Ooh, this is like on my tiptoes, it's so tall, having to pull this down. But yeah, really smooth. I mean, I can like more than stretch.
Yeah.
That's really smart.
And
one thing, anytime we're reviewing any sort of like functional trainer, sometimes you're like, I call out, if you're tall, you're gonna actually probably have to sit on the ground in order to get that full ROM. You guys solved this problem.
100%.
Very cool.
And by the way, for you, like let's say that you had this in your garage, you would probably install this a little bit lower down. That way you don't have to stretch like you did there just a moment ago. and it's just got a pop pin. I'm not gonna do it right now, but it would just pivot out and then pull off.
Okay.
So quite
Very
easy
cool.
to do.
Awesome.
So let's do one more
All right,
here.
yeah, absolutely.
So now we've got a proper lat tower and low row here.
Okay.
And the seat flops down like that.
Very cool.
So you don't have to
Sit on the
sit
ground.
your butt on
Yeah,
the ground when you're doing
Your
your
low
low
row.
rows. So the seat flops down. Oh, I'm gonna need to grab another handle again.
And then I see you also have the narrow plates similar to over there.
Yeah, so this is in kind of the Dane family.
Okay.
And so we're using those narrow plates. This isn't necessarily the ideal.
And is this
connector.
1 to 1 or 2 to 1?
It is 1 to 1.
So 320 pounds.
320 pounds.
That's amazing.
Yep, and if you need to go heavier, we've got these band pegs in here, and so you can go heavier
Added
with the band
resistance,
pegs.
yeah, okay. Let's see. Nice foot placement right here. Yeah. That's really smooth. Love me a low row.
Yeah.
Great.
Now I'm
and
actually.
then what is all of this adjustment over
Oh,
here?
I am so excited that you asked. So
I
what
knew
we're gonna
you were begging for me to ask.
what we're gonna do here is we're gonna pop this up like this. We're gonna flop this forward, and then it becomes a lat pull down.
Lat pull down. So really, you could adjust this even like
Yeah.
there, however you want.
And now watch this. You don't have to
Okay.
get up
Oh,
actually.
okay.
Watch this.
Stop. That is amazing. That's really cool. Again, super smooth. It just pops right there.
Yep.
That's super
And now when
smart.
you're done with it, whoop, out of the way.
That's actually really smart. Well done. This is very cool. What's the cost point on this one?
Price point is $2,249.
Okay.
Which we think is going to be very well priced against the market.
See, super comfortable. Love that you guys have added in this for double use. That going up and down. All of it here today. Fringe, I mean, was always been one of my favorites. Started off with Fringe, continue to add Fringe. I have stamp of approval on all this that you
Awesome.
have today. Yes, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
A pleasure. So
Awesome.
Fringe Sport, www.fringesport.com. It's been PK talking about gear.
Yeah, awesome. That is so nice.
The habit stacking there is the best thing. You're already probably doing that, so just add some red light to it.
Add some red light to it. That's what I always like to hear. Just throw a little red light on
Yeah,
it.
you
Just
know?
throw a little red light on it.
They're throwing a Band-Aid on it.
Okay, so then just turn, oh, that's the levels.
Yep.
Woo!
Yep.
This thing's cool.
Yeah.
This is great. I love this. Okay,
Yeah, I think that's the three hero products are those three right there.
I already jumped in. I already just started testing stuff. They weren't even ready for me. I was just so excited.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Andrew with Sbasium, correct?
Correct.
I just didn't know if I said it right.
You're fine. Sbasium.
Sbasium.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
Okay. You know I love cold tubs.
Yep.
I talked to you yesterday.
Yep.
I was kind of already sold on testing this.
Okay.
I've got to reach out to you guys. We got to test this
Yeah,
out
we'd love to.
because it's so good. So let's tell everybody the filtration system,
Yep.
how cold it gets,
Yep.
any details
Yeah.
that you can.
Come around this side.
Okay.
So, if you come on this side right here, so right
the screen?
come over here. So, heats and cools.
Yep.
So it goes all the way down to 37. And then all the way up to 108.
Wow.
So it takes about 24 hours to go through a full cycle from hot to cold.
Okay.
And then also, it also has a defrosting feature on it.
Okay.
So if you live in a northern climate like Michigan, Green Bay, Wisconsin, you want to keep this outside, when it gets super, super cold, a lot of people dump the water out because they can't use it.
Right.
So it has the built-in defrost feature, which keeps the water from freezing and keeps the pipe from freezing built inside of it.
Really
So,
smart.
unlike most other cold plunges on the market, this has 4 types of filtration. A lot of them only have 2 or 3.
Right.
So what happens is, so it's going to go through just a very basic hair trap first, kind of like in your washer and dryer.
20 micron.
20 micron.
Okay.
Then it's going to go through. It's going to go through UV, and then ozone, and then through a filtration system, then back in.
Okay.
So it circulates at 22 liters a minute.
Wow.
And then on the inside here, we actually used chrome.
Okay.
Versus a lot of other places use plastic.
Sure.
So if you use chemicals in your tub, whether that's chlorine or anything like that,
right.
they actually yellow over time. Okay. So these are 100% chrome, and they're never going to fade, have anything go wrong with them.
Right.
And
I like this slanted back.
Correct.
Because it seems compact.
Yep.
I have water dripping everywhere now.
Yeah.
But I feel like because that offers a little bit more space, it's a little bit more comfortable, even taller people feel like they can fully submerge
So
in
like
it.
we always say, like this is the enter side, right? And then people kind of get out on this side.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And then it comes with a cover, all of that.
Indoor, outdoor.
Indoor, outdoor,
Yeah.
fully insulated. And then also, so this can fit up to a person that's about 6'5".
Okay.
Yes.
And then built-in chiller, which is really
Correct.
nice.
Yep.
And then one thing you were telling me yesterday is that it doesn't create condensation.
Correct. So it's all filled with completely foam.
Okay.
And then everything that's inside, there's foam. So no condensation. So I live in South Carolina. The humidity is 80%.
Right.
There'll be no condensation on the X side of the tub.
Right. Anything other special features, and then what's cost point on this?
So its price point is $7,499.
Okay. Free shipping?
Free shipping, yeah.
Free shipping, okay. And then what's the horsepower for the chiller?
1 horsepower chiller.
1 horsepower chiller.
It's like whisper quiet.
Okay.
Hard to tell in here,
I
but
was gonna say I can even tell it's quiet
it's
because
very quiet.
we've tested enough chillers at
Sure.
this point. They can get really loud.
Yes.
They could out-noise the noise level in here
Yeah, and that's the thing
sometimes.
I tell a lot of people is, yes, it's an indoor-outdoor product, but we do recommend it outdoors just because there's a lot of water involved.
Sure.
Runs off just normal 110 power, you can plug it in.
Yeah.
And then from there, kind of sky's the limit, though. Cold plunge, and then we can go talk about red light therapy.
Yeah, let's do that. All right, this is what I want. This is what I want.
So this is our Flex model, which
Okay.
is our middle version.
Okay.
So it's a very hybrid commercial at-home use.
Okay.
Okay, so again, this runs off 110 volt power. Our engineering team really wanted to focus on the 110 because getting a 220 installed for a lot of homes is expensive.
Sure.
It's hard to retrofit. So it has 20,000 LED bulbs in it.
Okay.
And then the treatment time is about 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay.
So
this is like a very efficient bed.
correct.
Yeah. And the cost probably reflects that.
It does. So it's $24,000.
Okay.
A lot of the other beds in the market are very expensive. They all run mostly on 220.
Sure.
Um,
You don't have to have a special electrician
Nope.
come out.
The
hook
only
this
thing we
up.
do recommend is putting on a dedicated breaker.
Okay.
So that way, you're not putting a cold plunge and a red light on a small
Sure.
10 or 15 amp breaker.
Sure.
So if you want to lay in it, give it a whirl.
I do, sir.
Yeah.
Woo! Okay. Should close me in. Oh my gosh. Actually, I think I'm just gonna stay here the rest of the day.
Right?
We've been on our feet so long, I immediately laid down and I was like, oh, no, really comfortable.
So red light therapy is a very naturally occurring thing out in the world, right?
Sure.
So it happens at sunrise and sunset,
Yeah.
but depending on where you live, we don't get enough of it.
Right.
So our bodies are very similar to plants.
Yeah.
We need sunlight, we need water, we need food and nutrition.
I like the food part.
Yeah, so this is basically helping your ATP and your mitochondria
Sure.
reproduce their cells faster than your body can naturally.
Right, right. And then it's also supposed to help with like sleep, muscle recovery,
Correct.
mood,
Yep.
anything else.
So the cool thing about red light is everyone's journey is slightly different.
Okay.
So someone might go into it and go, I want to have amazing looking skin. but then all of a sudden their back pain goes away.
Right.
Or they actually might go in it for back pain, then all of a sudden their hair is growing and their skin is glowing.
Right.
So everyone's journey is a little bit different, and that's the cool thing about Red Light.
Okay. And then you do have a cheaper model.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're coming out with our Nova beds, which is going to launch in Q4 of this year.
Okay.
And that is going to be $12,000 shipped.
Okay.
And
but a lower...
less number of LEDs.
A less number of
so
LEDs.
in red light therapy, kind of think of it like car engines, right? So you got a Ferrari, the 0 to 60 is going to be, 2 seconds.
Right.
So the more LED bulbs, the less time you have to spend in the bed.
Sure. But for somebody who wants this at home,
Yep.
it's okay to get a lower LED because you probably have that extra 30 minutes if it's just at your house.
Yeah, great point, right? So that's the thing. So on the big commercial side, right, it's all about getting people through the door.
Right.
So if you're at home, you have 20 minutes to lay down, relax, listen to a podcast, and take your time.
Yeah.
So we always say a good starting point is go and experience red light therapy, whether it's at a spa, see if you enjoy it, then go from there.
Right. Well, this is great. I'm really excited about you guys. I hope we stay in touch.
Thank you.
I love checking out your stuff, and it was really good to meet
Absolutely.
you. All right.
Yeah.
Very cool. Oh, wait. Hold on. I do this at every booth.
What?
I want to talk about that.
Okay.
Lindsay, get it together.
Come on.
Come on, Liz.
Well, after a while, though, you're like,
Okay, this is their prototype,
okay,
correct?
hold on. Make sure it doesn't fall out. Yes.
Okay, and this is a foam roller with red light therapy.
Correct.
Okay, so what is the final product material going to be used?
Yep. So it's going to be a silicone outside. It's going to have nodules on it, and also it's going to vibrate.
Okay.
So this can also be used as a beauty product as well.
Sure.
So the LEDs are clinical grade. Okay. So if you're in your bathroom getting ready, you can actually just use this as just red light therapy.
Set it on the counter.
Exactly.
Doing your hair.
So it's a multi-use tool. So red light for direct skin contact on your back, your hamstrings, your quads, really to get the deeper penetration.
Sure.
So yes, when you're foaming, you're bringing blood flow to the area, but with the red light, you're actually increasing it more.
Right.
So,
and is this charge or take batteries?
It's a rechargeable.
Rechargeable.
Yep.
Okay.
USB-C, rechargeable. Run time's about 2 straight hours of using it, which is plenty of time.
Yeah.
And then from there, you take it into your bathroom and use the beauty product.
Do you guys know when this is launching and what the cost is?
Hopefully for holiday, and the price will be $3.99.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I really love this.
It's great.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Okay.
It's one of those things that everyone is trying to figure out how to stack.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, right, if you're trying to be a true biohacker, it's like, I don't have time for all this stuff. So how can
I spend my whole day trying to biohack and be like, okay, I need NADs, I need red light, I need cold plunge. Yeah.
It's like, well, I don't have time to actually work.
Right. Right. I mean, really, wouldn't that be the dream?
It would be.
Spending the whole day just getting better. Yeah.
Just everything.
Everything. Very cool. All right. Well, I really do appreciate your
Of course.
time.
Thank you.
And also the, what is it, Therago or massage gun?
So this is our quantum massage gun with a red light attachment on top of it.
Yeah, that one, guys, check that one out on your website. Where can they find you?
At Sbasium.com.
Okay, because that's really nice.
Yeah.
Love that. I might have to come back and use that after I'm done walking around. I'm just gonna camp out at your booth and use it on my legs. Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
When you're done, do you want to come back and actually do do you want to actually use the bed for 5 minutes?
Maybe,
All right.
if I have time,
of course.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. Okay guys, I am here with Todd from Center. If you watch any of my videos, you know that I have become a huge Center fan. In fact, on my Best in Fitness, I put Center as one of the best treadmills that you can buy from. And they have a ton of equipment here that I have not even seen before. So I am gonna have Todd walk me through it. I'm very excited to hear about it.
Great.
So where do you wanna start?
We can start with the M3.
Okay, I'll start with the M3. Okay, so talk me through the design of this, what all it can do. I'm intimidated by it, to be honest.
No, it's easy.
Okay.
So the M3 is what we call a chair-based home gym. Chair-based home gyms are hybrid in nature. So the way we design them, we want kind of fixed movements for the inexperienced,
sure.
Transitioning into a functional movement, ground-based movements. So a hybrid gym by nature.
Okay.
For instance, you can start, if you have zero experience,
you can sit in this gym and it will coach you on how to do a chest press.
Okay.
Very uniquely, this is what we call isolateral. So I'm left and right side independent. We all have a strong side and a weak side, right? So this forces both sides to do 50% of the work.
Okay.
Also creates a different dynamic when you press, right?
Okay.
So I can keep them together and press, or I can do more of a push press like this.
Sure.
Now, the machine, again, is defining the range of motion. If it was only one single range of motion, that wouldn't be good to do the same thing every day.
Right.
So what I can do
Oh, that's nice.
is reach up, adjust the press arm, reach back, hit a back pad adjustment, and now I'm introducing an angle.
Sure.
So now the machine's still providing the range of motion, the coaching, but I'm in a different angle.
Sure.
Still, I can do it independently or together.
Just working a slightly different part,
Exactly,
yeah.
exactly. And then you just march up, right? So matching adjustments from press arm. Now I'm pushing overhead.
Doing
I've
more
got
shoulder
back support.
action.
If I wanted to transition from seated to ground-based shoulder press, very simply adjust the press arms up. And now I can do a standing shoulder press.
Very cool.
Independent, kind of like this, or together.
Yeah.
Now the progression part is nice because fixed range of motion, machine defined, transitions into self-defined range of motion by moving these press arms in this position and grabbing these strap handles. So the strap handles means that I have control, just like a dumbbell.
Yeah.
I'm left and right side independent and I have 3-dimensional control. So it's exactly like a dumbbell. So now I can hit different angles.
Wow.
Decline, flat, incline, flies, close grip presses, right? All without making an adjustment.
Yeah.
Super fast.
Yeah.
Right?
This is awesome.
And I get resistance on a converging axis.
Okay. Now what is the weight?
So the machine comes with a 210-pound weight stack.
Okay.
It's ratioed in different spots differently. So it's what we call a smart gym,
Okay.
where we need to be strongest. So say like a pressing motion, we've got at this position, it's 120% of whatever I pin.
Okay.
So if I pin 100 pounds, this is a big compound movement, I get 120 pounds of resistance
Okay.
automatically. So
Okay.
that same weight stack will then deliver, say I fatigue at 120%, I grab down here, now it's only 100%, it's 1-to-1. So I can do post-fatigue repetitions and just, really get.
Can I try it?
For sure.
Let's set it up for like standing shoulder press.
Standing shoulder?
Yeah. Yeah, really smooth.
So now,
Full range of motion.
Yep.
Really comfortable handlebars. Yeah, that's great.
as soon as you ground base yourself, it's a very functional movement, right?
Sure.
Now everything below your hand, before that load, is active.
Sure.
Core, glutes, everything.
Yeah. All right, so what else can this thing do?
So that was a lot of upper body.
Sure.
So if I want to get this out of the way, the lower body, adjustable seat, up, down like this, and an adjustable back pad.
Okay.
So very easy to sit. I've got a 9-position adjustable cam here. So I'm gonna find my range of motion. For me, it's about right here. I pick up at 90 degrees.
Okay.
I can now reach down, bring my back pad forward. Now I've had perfect back support and alignment. My hips below my knees to protect that joint, and do a very smooth leg extension.
Yeah.
Transitioning quickly from extensions to curls, open it up, palm this down, throw my feet through, curl under my body.
Okay.
We hold down at the tibia, that protects the knee. When you fatigue, you're driving weight up through the heels.
Yeah.
You don't want to risk hyperextension of the knee. Holding down at the tibia prevents that.
Okay. I would love to try that.
Yeah.
All right, so you'll have to tell me if I have it set up correctly.
Okay, perfect. So you're gonna throw your legs over, you're gonna open this up.
Okay.
Now you're gonna find your range of motion.
About there?
Let's go there. Try that.
And you have handles right here, basically.
Handles are there. Do you feel like you need to come forward at all?
Maybe, yeah. So how do you... Okay. Okay, really good
Smooth.
tension throughout the whole movement.
That's the cam. The function of the cam is to keep that constant tension.
I feel like the trick with leg extension is keeping that tension throughout
100%.
the entire movement and not losing it even on the way down.
Yep.
This feels really nice.
Good.
All right, let's do leg.
Extensions to curls. Just open it up.
Okay.
Put your feet, legs, same spot.
This way?
Palm down.
Wait, who?
Yep, through here.
Oh,
feet
through here.
There you go.
Okay. I love a seated leg curl.
Yeah. Well, what's nice is that seat is cut away. Your hamstrings got the ability to hang and contract comfortably. If that seat was solid underneath your hamstring, it wouldn't feel as comfortable.
All of the padding is really nice and comfortable
Good.
too. Like it doesn't dig in
Yeah.
to any part of your leg. All right, what is the cost on this?
So this unit retails for $41.99.
Okay, and is it out now?
Yes.
Out now. Okay, this is great. I'm sure there is more you can do with it,
Tons.
but let's go ahead and move on.
Sure. The Tread 7S. So this is, as a company, this is our #1 cardio selling SKU.
Okay.
It is warranted to go, obviously, in a residential setting, but also in a vertical commercial setting.
Sure.
It's driven by a 5-horse AC motor.
Okay.
Very quiet, very smooth. It's big frame, so it's 22 by 60.
Okay.
It's got a very forgiving, very soft deck. If you've
Yeah.
run on treadmills before, I would
Right.
urge you to run on this treadmill.
Oh, I'm going to. So is 15% incline.
It will actually go 18%. We've got
18%.
quick keys, so it'll take it to 18%.
Okay, a quick start.
Quick start, you can't make a mistake.
Either way.
Speeds, I can actually take it, it comes out of the box at 12 miles an hour, but I can make it go 15 through settings.
Oh, okay.
So if you're a sprinter,
Sure.
you can get there.
So you have jumps, right?
Yep, so your quick keys are here
Okay.
for speed and then incline. I've got
Incline.
motion controls here. So,
Oh, so you can go ahead and just like flip it up.
yep, if you're running, it's
All right.
easier than a reach in for that.
All right, let's see.
Very solid, it's almost 400 pounds.
Sure. Really, really smooth to run on.
Yes,
And it's quiet.
very quiet.
Very quiet. All right, let's go. Just see. No, this is really nice.
It's got a very unique deck system. It's a 3-piece deck system.
This
So,
is really nice.
Yeah,
There's no shake to it.
no.
It feels so solid. I actually really like this.
You know what?
This-
Everybody agrees.
Listen, I'm not gonna promise.
Yeah,
This might be my favorite thing I've seen.
awesome.
I
Very
love
good.
treadmills. I talk about treadmills a lot. This is really good. This is really
When
good.
you have a treadmill and, incline walking,
Sure.
as we age for a challenge, everybody works harder walking up an even a 1 degree increase on a hill, right?
Right.
So the fact that I can take this to 18% on the incline
Right.
is just massive.
So I have it moving up on incline now,
Yep.
and then 16, 17, 18%.
And there is a little secret, like the speed, I can make it go to 20 in the settings.
What's the secret? Am I allowed to know?
Well, I just have to change the settings for you.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of a skunk works settings, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. We are almost there.
Almost.
Already feeling it, but consistently smooth, very quiet, no shaking or jolting as it moves to that incline function.
Even at incline, yeah.
Nice cup holder, wireless charging station for
Yep.
your phone. I like that this screen is simple, easy to use, and not overbuilt.
Right.
And does it have any programming on it?
Absolutely. There's 25 preset programs, kind of classic programs. And then if you get into like some of this stuff here, we can mirror. We've got native apps on here. So all the entertainment apps that you would want. If you want to mirror your device, you can mirror your device to
Very
this.
nice.
It's got an HDMI portal. So
with an HDMI portal, this basically just becomes a monitor.
Yeah.
So if you've got a Fire Stick, a Roku, Apple TV, you can plug that in via the HDMI. Again, just becomes a monitor. It ensures you can put whatever you want, content-wise, on this console.
Okay, and is this, I'm assuming, not foldable?
Correct.
How portable is it?
There are wheels on the front. So when you incline it, you kind of expose those wheels, so then you can lift it at the back and roll it around.
Sure. And what's the weight capacity?
350 pounds.
350 pounds.
Yeah.
Price point?
This is $59.99.
Okay.
Full retail.
Okay.
We're doing show specials, so
okay.
anybody wants a deal, come to the show.
That's what it is. Okay,
Pick it
this
up.
one, guys, this one's great.
Yeah.
I really appreciate you taking time.
My pleasure.
Showing me everything. Big fan of Center.
Awesome.
Love what you guys are doing.
Awesome.
So keep it
Oh,
up.
thank you, Lindsay.
All right.
Appreciate
Thanks.
it.
See ya. I have heard such good things about this bike from Speedians. Obviously, I have tested Speedians. We actually just got their updated model. We're going to be doing a full video review on that soon, but this is why I am here. I have to test this bike, so let's go find somebody. I don't know anything about this, and I'm so excited.
Yes, we were thinking about to arrange one to Coop and you guys.
Yeah, good.
But yeah, let's try it first. So for this one, we will call it a smart bike, unlike the other spin bike. This bike is for the professional ones or the one who want to be like cycling professions.
Yeah.
So let's make it to the main page. You can check all the content here. Oh, this is a report. You can check the data. Everything is very like professionally presented. And the main page here, you can see our courses like the indoor cycling. It's more about developing your cycling skills, like your cadence, endurance, and all the balance thing. And for the scenic ride, what differentiates with the others is that when you are pedaling faster, things is gonna move faster. So it's an immersive like, riding experience.
That. Yes.
And you can also like the most famous competition cycling, like in Europe, the France the Tour. It's a really long ride, but you get to choose. Like I want to ride the most popular one, like stage 7.
Okay.
And you step in on it. If you like only did like 10 minutes, last time you pedaling on it, it starts there. So it's not an all over again.
That's really fun. That's really cool.
Yeah, I would say so. And also we have all those gaming features. You can check all the media and the width. Because we're using a stationary bike, you maybe have an iPad, but the speaker is maybe less experienced. So now you have this speaker, it's a really good one.
Right.
So it's a more immersive experience.
Okay.
And maybe you can directly
Okay,
step on
I'd
and
love
give it
to,
a try.
This, let's see
I think you're gonna like it.
Let's see here. Does it pull out to adjust?
Yes, so you can.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. That's nice.
Yes.
I love the design of it. All right.
Yeah, I can show you more cooler about the designing. So first you can
look at this light up feature.
Yes,
So
it's more like the cardio zone.
It
You know,
is.
like zone 4 and zone 5.
And then it
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Okay.
according to that.
Okay.
So you're riding the one, but then if you're doing in orange and red, it means that everything will be more effective, but you will be more exhausting. But like especially when you are doing the final go, you don't have the time to look on the screen. You just lay down and it's there.
That's there. And even with the free ride, this is like a cool screen to look at. Like it feels like you're just going through a tunnel.
Exactly, and you can also like choose the media I just showed you. Still everything data here will be shown on the screen.
And what are these here?
For resistance.
For resistance,
Like you can change it here.
So you just push it?
Yes, like you
Oh,
see,
I
you can
feel
already
it
feel it.
immediately.
Yes, exactly.
How high does the resistance go
It's
on
30.
this? 30.
Yeah, till 30.
Okay.
And it's really heavy, but you
Yeah,
can see.
it is.
Yeah, and the technology used is the same with Gym Monster 2.
Okay.
So the whole experience is very, very smooth, and the data is very precise. You can check it here. See, it's like 60 to 40.
This is
means
so cool.
your right is giving more, you know?
Listen, we know. My right leg is so much stronger. Why? I don't know.
So yeah, for legs pedaling, you can like keep it balanced, like intentionally like using your left legs more. So it's a real-time feedback.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's just like our Gym Monster.
So
Everything
look,
will be
Let
sent.
me put up the resistance a little bit.
Yeah. So you're doing better.
So if I just use my right leg,
like this one
look
here.
at how imbalanced it is. And if I just use my left leg,
yeah, make it balance.
It'll start to balance out a little bit more.
Yeah, I see. The data's changing.
That's very cool.
Yeah, I think so. I would say so.
All of the lighting. And then portable, you have wheels.
Yes. And you see these gears here?
Yes.
It's stimulating the real road bike.
Oh.
So you can change the set at your own willingness. It's more like riding like a pro.
Yeah.
Yeah, we call that. And I think one more thing cool is about, I can show you directly.
Yeah.
For other bike, it's like when you are spilling, it always hurts if you are stopping at a really fast pace.
Yeah.
But for ours, that's it. It's like no matter how fast you are pedaling, like you stop, you see everything stops.
Yeah.
Everything stops. So if you have a family like kids around, it won't hurt you.
Right.
And everything here is all in one pack.
Okay.
So you don't have to worry about anything to be scrolled in.
Yeah. And then this is going to adjust vertically. The
Yes,
screen.
yes, it can. It can. Like you can do it here.
Yeah.
The same with the seat.
And then C is horizontally
Yes,
and vertically
here,
as well.
Like here, you can
Okay.
check it's horizontally.
Okay.
Changeable, yeah.
And
just
then
like that.
I love all of the handle placements. I also love this wider base.
Yes,
So
exactly.
when you're like elbows
Yeah,
in,
yes,
really
exactly.
comfortable as you're riding.
Yeah, there are 5 ways you're grabbing it for the real, like a more realistic experience for that.
This is great. I do hope you send us one. This is incredible.
Oh my
like
God,
the
for
seat
sure.
is comfortable. I loved all of the metrics that it was able to show.
Yeah, I do too.
Very cool. Thank you so much for
No
showing it to
problem,
me.
no problem.
Guys, to say this has been a full 2 days of complete gym immersion, gym content is an understatement. I have so enjoyed my time here at Home Gym Con. I hope that you guys have gotten some new ideas on how to build your own home gym. Make sure you are subscribed to this channel. Obviously, this is not a typical video, but I hope to do more of it because, guys, this was so much fun. The equipment we saw was incredible. Please subscribe, like this video, tell your friends about our channel. This has been Lindsay with Garage Gym Reviews. Peace.